Hi everybody and welcome back. You may notice that I'm posting two videos on the same day. However, I did not make them on the same day, okay? Anyway, today's video is titled, Can Things Get Any Worse for the Royal Family? And I think it is a very apt and appropriate title. So let's get into it. In yesterday's news, it is said that United States officials are looking to put pressure on the United Kingdom to hand over Prince Andrew for questioning. The government official who spoke to The Sun said, "The United States and United Kingdom have a close, productive, and resilient law enforcement and mutual legal assistance relationship. We remain active on many cases on a daily basis and will continue to seek assistance in criminal matters as we provide similar assistance in return." Then, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York's office said that the prince is indeed viewed as a potential witness. And this, my friends, is over and above the civil case Virginia Roberts launched against Andrew. So basically, my takeaway from it is that the United States officials are actually now, in a roundabout way, threatening the United Kingdom officials or lawmakers with Prince Andrew. Basically saying, if you do not release him to us so we can question him, do not expect us to release anybody to you for questioning. I may be wrong, but that is how it sounds to me. Now, as if this is not enough to make us sigh deeply, Prince Charles has ordered a cash for access inquiry into claims that charity donors paid £100,000 for a lavish dinner with him and an overnight stay at his Scottish residence Dumfries House. The prince is said to be mortified at the allegations that a private audience with him could be sold by others. Of course, this whole issue came out in an email sent by Michael Wynne Parker. Mr. Wynne Parker's society connections are impeccable and he counts Prince Michael of Kent as a friend. Mr. Wynne Parker is also very open about the benefits of the Royal Introduction service he offers. On his firm, Intracom International's website, it reads, "In a world of instant communication, who you know is actually more important than what you know. The Intracom formula is simple. A carefully vetted client is introduced to the appropriate personality in the country of his choice." When contacted by the Mail on Sunday, Mr. Wynne Parker said, "It is unrealistic to think Prince Charles should not extend hospitality to generous donors to his charities." Now, according to the email, most of the money is intended for the prince's charity, but also significant is that the fixers would pocket about 25%. Never mind, regardless of the prince's inquiry and the prince being mortified, it is my humble opinion that this kind of thing would have been impossible to pull off without his knowledge, particularly because the invitation was to his private residence in Scotland. It is also not the first time this kind of thing had come to light. Yes, there was Sarah trying to sell access to Andrew for $500,000. But firstly, where did she get the idea from? But never mind, let's leave that there. However, there's also the Dmitry Lewis, a Russian banker, who made a substantial donation to Charles's charities while he was lobbying the Home Office for full UK residency. As a matter of fact, Dmitry included letters of gratitude from Clarence House in his application. However, when it later became known that Mr. Lewis had a 2004 conviction for money laundering in Latvia overturned, his invitation to Dumfries House was quickly revoked. Now, critics are accusing the royals of being naive, but I just do not think naivety plays any role in it. I mean, we have a saying in Afrikaans, 'n donkie stamp nie sy kop tweemaal teen dieselfde klip nie, which basically translates to a donkey does not bump his head against the same rock twice. So explain to me why Prince Charles keeps making the same mistakes over and over. Or is it a case of we should rather assume that he has only been caught out a couple of times and that this is instead normal practice? I don't know. I have my suspicions. And no, for those of you who are going to jump on here and point fingers, no. No one but Prince Charles was involved in inviting Dimitri Lewis to Dumfries House, or at least no one else took responsibility for that one. Anyway, today, on the anniversary of Princess Diana's death, I am wondering how dismayed the 16-year-old Diana would have been had she known how her relationship with her prince would turn out. Yes, Diana was only 16 when she met Charles, her prince. It said that he was dating her sister at the time, but never mind. Shortly after meeting him, she actually told her friends that she'll be marrying him one day. Anyway, I only recently learned that they only met in person something like 13 times before she actually married him at barely 20 years old in July 1981. Regardless of what Diana did or said or got herself involved in later years, she was still a child when she met and viewed Charles as her savior, her prince, etc. But he was already a man who had traveled the world, been in the Navy, and had numerous relationships. As I reflect on her life, I wonder how much she knew about this man at the time of her death, and how many more secrets she took with her to her grave. All that's left to say is rest in peace, Diana, the people's princess. Okay, my dear friends, and on this rather somber note, I just want to wish you all well, wish you good luck. For those of you who may only be listening to me or listen to this, say a week from now when you have power, electricity again, my prayers are still with you. I'm still thinking about you, and I'm still listening to the daily updates of the damage that was done by the storm. Okay, my dears, take good care of yourselves, your children, your family, your neighbors, each other. Until we meet again on the next one. Bye.